hours creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire.
Yo, what's up guys, it's TJ Gaming. Just before we get into today's video, I am just going to quickly give you guys a little bit of an insight into the Scums of Anarchy server, which I always go on about whenever I release one of these videos on Scum. This is the Scums of Anarchy Discord. We've recently just rebranded and we are now in quarter 2, and this is a little preview of the map. It will make a lot more sense to you if you read the rules, but essentially it's a resource map, gang warfare. So there's a number of gangs in the server and they all fight for these areas here, the sawmill, airfield, shooting range, and they will give the gangs access to coins that they can use through the week, or they can redeem pickup trucks, and they can then go to some of these shops and they can then spend those coins and they can then use them to buy gear or guns or cars for their gang and continue to fight it out. As you can see from the Discord, it is extremely detailed. The rules are there for you guys to read if you are interested. You can create a gang, or you can join a gang, or you can just play it solo and get used to the server. We have a community of over 430 people. Everybody in the community is extremely welcoming, so if you're looking for something a little bit different where you have a purpose in the game, you can play with friends, you can go solo, you can redeem missions, a little bit of a preview of some of the missions that we have here. So there's loads of stuff for you to do. You can create your own bank account, you can buy clothes, you could buy cars. Check us out. The link is in the description for the video today, and yeah, hope to see you in the Discord soon. Let's get straight into today's patch update video. Okay guys, so here are the patch notes for the 29th of March. We are going to review these. We are not going to go over everything in detail because, like the big update that dropped today, the one is the Archery, and it is very complicated in terms of trying to explain. So I'm going to link you guys in the description to the patch notes, and there will be a separate video to cover the full Archery skill. So the patch notes have dropped, and here we have the big one, which is Archery. They have added in a new bow, which is a compound bow, and you now have 3 in total: the improvised bow and the recurve as well, which has been in the game. They have added in the archery class, which goes with your strength, and basically your draw weight is indicated by what they call a pound, but over in the UK we call it a hashtag. It may just be the thing that they do in Croatia. However, your draw weight is going to be indicated by your strength. I'm not going to get too much into it because, like I said, I'm going to cover it in another video. But if you guys are super interested in the archery, then let me know in the comments and I'll try and cover as much as I can when I get to it. They've also added in 3 quivers. You have your improvised one, your military one, and you also have your animal skin. It tells you here exactly what they can hold. It can hold 1 type of arrow for the improvised, 2 types for the animal skin, and 3 types, and their durability is in there as well. If you have a quiver equipped, you can also equip this in line with the backpack, so you can obviously hold both of them. So that is a good little touch, because some people might have been put off by obviously not wanting to carry the bow because they couldn't carry the arrows separately from their backpack. They've also added in attachments. They've added in a sight, stabilizers, and there's also a silencer for you guys to get your hands on. We're going to test that out in the gameplay. If you would like to see the gameplay, then I will leave a link on the screen which takes you straight to the timeline, and you'll be able to see that straight away. They've also added in the red dot sight. I can confirm that this is something that I was really looking forward to. It's the first of the optics, and it tells you there that you can attach it to any rail and what guns that you can also attach it to, and I will show you guys that in the patch review as well. Finally, hallelujah, fire modes. They have really heard us. After adding sounds the last time, they've obviously reevaluated what they've done, those silly devs, and they've finally added in an icon, you know, to let us know if we're full automatic or if we're on single fire. Such a small thing, but it is absolutely huge in terms of those battles that you get in and you think you're on fully automatic, but you shoot one off and you're actually on single fire. They've also added in a little cool indicator. Before, if you were injured, you basically had to check your metabolism to see if you had a physical injury. Now, if you're bleeding, it will tell you in the form of a little blood drop, and if it's red, basically, it means that you need to patch yourself up. They've added in different respawn timers. So this is a big thing, because in any gunfight that you got on, you could basically just respawn and keep coming back in. Now they have added in a time penalty, basically. The more that you do it, the more it will multiply, and the longer that you need to wait to come in. So if you just continuously spam squad respawn, then you're going to have to wait a little bit longer each time. Obviously you have the options on private servers to remove the opportunity to do squad respawn or shelter, so this is just something that might ease those worries a little bit more. The next one is underwater caves. I've got to admit, I have not explored for any of these yet because I do not have a clue where to start looking. But for all you adventurers out there, get yourselves diving. You'll need to be completely butt naked, because chances are if you dive in with some loot, you ain't going to get very far. You're basically going to sink faster than the Titanic. We also have some beanies that have been added in, just some more customizable options really, some camo and stuff. There's a small supporter pack update, which is the ability to whistle. I'm assuming that's been implemented in preparation for the females, just in case any of you guys want to wolf whistle at them. Some bug fixing, nothing really to mention here that was game breaking. Yeah, nothing really, just some of the doors stayed closed. I've never came in contact with this one, fixed a bug with clients crashing if admin drone was active. Never had an issue with that. Quality of life additions. This is a huge one. This is a huge one because, as you guys know, the devs have been really trying to get the situation with lockpicking pretty much nailed down, and what they've decided to do is that they have added in this one here. Failing lockpicking will give a loss of 1 fame point. Now, the hard thing for me right now is trying to get lockpicking right. It's either too easy or it's too hard. And right now it's pretty easy. I mean, somebody can spend all that time farming locks, and I've seen people, and I have done it myself, you basically go in and within 5 minutes, totally luck, and you could break through 5 gold locks. So now they've kind of deterred people from basically lockpicking, because you're going to lose 1 fame point every time you lockpick. So you're going to need to go in and you're going to need to have a lot of lockpicking. A lot of fame to be able to lockpick. So I don't quite think that's the answer, but again, you know, they're trying to think of something to make it a little bit harder, but I just don't think that spending fame points, potentially losing them, that you've went out, you farmed them, and you're going in and just playing the game, trying to lockpick, and you're losing fame for it. I don't think that's the answer. So I think that will change basically based on community feedback. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. And they've added in admin commands to go with the new stuff that they've added in. Cargo drops have also got a little message that comes up telling you when it's going to fall, if it's 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. And they have also fixed a known issue where the Tech 490 shotguns down, the sight aim is slightly off, and they will fix that as soon as possible. So they haven't actually fixed that, sorry, but they are working on it. And there, as usual, is the 4th edition of the comic, and I'll let you guys pause that if you want to read that. So we are going to jump straight into some gameplay. I'm going to show off the new bows. We're going to look at a couple of other things that weren't mentioned in the patches, but we have found, and yeah, let's jump straight into it. Alright guys, so here we are. I've already got everything laid out. Most of the stuff that I have came across. The codes are pretty simple. If you just type in pretty much what you think it would be, you'll see a list come up here. The only thing I haven't been able to get is the sights, which I have now found. So you just type in sight and then you'll see the compound bow. So we're just going to pick this up anyway and probably stick that on. But as you can see here are the new quivers. We have the improvised quiver, the military one, and your animal skin. So if you read the patch notes, you'll see exactly what the difference is with these. But we're going to pick up the military one, and we already have the compound bow in our hand, and if you go into first person you will be able to see that, and that looks absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. So let's pick up some more of these arrows here, and these should go directly into our quiver. Let's just double check. Yeah, we've got a separate section there, and as you can see they went straight into our quiver, and they also show it on the backpack just at the side, so really neat. Good that it doesn't take up the extra space in the backpack. If you do not have any more space left in there, then you can just pick that up, and as you can see the sight has already went on as well. I do have a stabilizer that I've spawned in, which is this little thing here, so we are going to equip that, and we're going to equip the silencer, which generally just looks like a little hairy spider. So we're going to test the difference with the silencer and the sights, and we're going to see exactly how that is. So we're going to go into first person, and you'll see here that it takes us out of first person, which I think might be a bug, and we've got strength 5, so we're holding this down. Technically we should be able to hold this for 8 seconds, and then it's just going to fire off itself. As you can see, it fires straight into the wall there, and we can go and pick it back up, and that's a carbon arrow. With the silencer, I mean, I'll take the silencer off, let's see if it makes any difference. Right, and we'll just try this again, because I actually don't think it makes too much of a difference. Nothing that I can really tell. I mean, the bows are pretty silent anyway, they're designed as a stealth weapon, so maybe that will be tweaked a little bit as we go on. But let's test out the body shots. I've just spawned in some couple of NPC prisoners. They are disappearing a little bit, so we're just going to go straight for this guy's dong. Why not? Let's just go straight for there. Well, his leg. Okay, you can see he's bleeding. Don't know how much damage that would have done, but if we go for a headshot, I'm assuming this is going to take him straight out. And again, I cannot go into first person. It doesn't let me for some reason. So with a headshot, yeah, one shot kill. Let's see a couple of body shots here. So 2 shots with the arrow, it looks like. One in the leg, and that one went just below the belly button. So let's try another bow. I'm going to put this down over here, and we're going to pick up the Scorpion. As you can see, the draw weight is indicated in the name. So if you're an admin and you're running a shop or whatever on a private server, you can actually spawn in some of the bows, and it will also have the pound draw weight in it. Let's pick up this animal skin because we can pick up more, and then we're going to go and pick up one of these stabilizers, which didn't go on it because I don't think it does. Yeah, so you've got to have the compound bow, so that's fine. And we're going to take some of these metal arrows, and we're going to try and put them into the quiver. There we go. So let's just test out some of the skill with this. I don't have any skill in my archery, by the way. I just have strength as 5. We took him out pretty much straight away. Now this one is letting us shoot in first person, but for some reason the compound bow just did not want us to do it. So let's try again. And as always guys, if you come up against any issues when you're in game like this, then report it to the devs. That's the only way they're going to be able to fix it for you. Now my guy cannot pull this on. Yeah, so it looks like I don't have the skill to use it. So let's try getting rid of this. Yeah, so we don't have the archery skill. We have the strength, but for some reason it just isn't pulling away. Again, that's something that I'm going to need to research because it just takes time really, and with anything that comes out new, it's going to need quite a guide because the archery skill in itself is pretty much very detailed. It is very detailed, so I have to give them that. As you can see, they've now changed it to hungry. It isn't starvation in the sickness as well. That is another small little change. You'll level up your archery with every time you shoot. I'll just show you guys how much you get. If I can find an arrow. So we're on 899. I'm going to shoot this off. still 899, so it looks as if it's only whenever you actually shoot something. So that's fine. We know that roughly we've fired about 4 shots and we've went up to 899, so you can get a good idea exactly from where you're going in there. Now on to the next new thing, which is the red dot sight. So the red dot sight is pretty easy to attach, especially on your M16. I'm going to pick up this mag here, and we'll probably load that up before we even try doing anything else. And let's just attach the red dot sight. So you don't need any attachment, you just go straight in, and as you can see there, it does look pretty good. And it would work if we put the mag in it. But yeah, another step in the right direction for me in terms of customization. It's going to be really good once they finally get those little finishing touches to the silencer. The MK18, obviously the RPG that's coming out as well, is going to be mega for the game. So let's just look at something that I've heard from some of the guys feeding back in the community. Apparently the scope is no longer a 9x. Wish I never put down this M16 now, or I could use the bow, but it'll probably take me all day. As you can see there, I now have a zombie chasing me, so we're just going to run away. We're going to jump in this window and we're going to finish the video. But that's pretty much content wise that's went in the game. From my experience from looting, I have been able to find the attachments for the bows in the bunkers. So just look at some of the bunkers, get a good feel for it. Again, if you find anything else in the game that has been added as you come across it, please let me know. If you find any bugs, then make sure to send them on to the devs. There's no point in not passing them on because they won't know about it and they won't fix it. So as always guys, if you've enjoyed this video, then please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time for another SCUM update video.